You know, it'd be good right now. Loaded cheese fries.
Nah.
No, it would.
Nah.
Yes. We're coming up.
Come on.
No. Oh. There we are. Look at that. Look at that. We're back. Look at that. We're here. Nothing ever happened. We just started late. It's only 8 o'clock. Let's go over results again. They'll never know.
They'll know.
No, they won't. They think they saw something, but it's not. We're just in a freaking, what do they call them things?
Oh, it's a Mandela effect.
Yeah, it's just a Mandela effect. All right, what's everybody? Welcome to Bloodline RC Talking Shop. I'm Kyle. That's Aaron. That's Brandon.
Hi.
We're going to have a good show tonight, starting right now.
Yeah.
We're not going to do results.
No, we figured tonight we're not going to do results because there wasn't really that much going on. Just people won some stuff, other people lost some stuff, and that's what happened.
You said cheaters. Look who shows up.
Again.
So, yeah, we're going to have a good show tonight.
Alright, here we go. Alright. Alright, so we'll get into that next segment of our show once everybody gets over here.
Again.
What do you mean again, Stout? This is the first time we've ever seen you here. This is the first time tonight.
He doesn't remember.
There's nothing in there.
I know, I'm trying to get that last drop. See that drop? Got it. Got it. What? Where's everybody? Why do you do things like that?
Yeah.
Like a baby. Wish we had a glitch in the Matrix.
Take 2. Just take
All right,
1.
we're up to 15, so I guess we can get started on cheating and teching. Why are we bringing this up, boys?
All I want to know is why do we have rules meetings and people vote on stuff and then things get changed?
That is a very good point. So Friday night at Fezland.
Seriously, there's no point of rules if there's going to be just constantly changing of what has been voted on and set to been decided. It's
But here's the thing: it should it be that there's an executive party making the rules, or should the racers be allowed to help set the rules in a democratic fashion where we all vote for them?
It shouldn't be just one person or one party. It should be the racers as a whole, which
agree.
we've done.
Yes.
It should be
Yep.
a overall vote, which is what we've done.
Well, now you have 2 to vote.
So I'm entertained.
I do like drinking air. It's filled with moisture. The way I like it. Humid.
I could do that.
So, I'm more for the democratic approach. We've been running the same track for a few years
But I'm
now.
Republican.
Yeah.
It's still the democratic process, you dumbass. No wonder he's still in fucking high school.
Language!
Listen, somebody still in high school would be worried
We
about
are
language.
2 minutes into the show tonight, and you're cursing.
Oh, stop pissing me off.
I'm not pissing you off.
We did collaborate on the rules, I agree.
Yeah, and they went out the window as far as I heard this past Friday.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like they're kind of going out the window.
Yeah.
One of the things we agreed on, and we should probably give some context in this, we voted on this year that there was going to be a gear rule,
Mm-hmm.
strict tire rules for BLT, no novice.
Mm-hmm.
That, what else did we vote on? Oh, there would be,
Well, I don't think
there
we
would
voted-
be
I don't
designated,
think-
no, we did vote about novice.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We would have designated tech people. You would sign up to do tech,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but none of that's happened. But Friday night we had a surprise tech inspection, which wasn't bad because, I mean, a few people were caught running the wrong gear. So, I mean, it had some results.
Yes.
But it really made someone very unpopular.
Even though everybody has been calling for tech.
Yeah.
And now you get tech and then everybody wants to still complain about that.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's we finally
Scott
get
Davies
tech.
just said racers voting has never worked. Racers are their own worst enemy, and that exactly what we just said. Complaining about not getting tech, but then you complain about getting tech.
Yeah.
That sounds exactly
I
what
mean,
Scott Davies just said.
I gotta say that the most unpopular person in RC right now is Preston Selfinger because he decided to call a tech for BL2A main.
I had no issue with it.
No, there are a lot of grumbling, but
Well, I shouldn't say I had no issue with it. The only issue I had with it, it was only one person looking at cars, so it kind of took a little bit of time.
It took
But
about
still,
20 minutes.
Maybe you should have had
Right.
2 people there, 3 people there that
Right.
know what they're looking for. But
Maybe.
at least it was done.
It was done and people got caught. Some were DQ'd right away.
Mhm.
Others just decided, you know what, I'm going to walk out. They were tired of the shenanigans. Others, they found some illegal parts that just said, you can run it this week, but next week it's got to change. But why have a gear rule in a non-rookie class? I never understand that.
It levels the playing field across the board, and it gives everybody a chance. It makes racing
Dirt
very
oval racing.
close.
I actually agree with Scott. First time for everything. First time I qualified first and got tech, I call BS. Just kidding. I thought the tech was great. So it's very, decisive here. Like people are just like, I don't know if I like it. Other people do. I was an outsider looking in because I wasn't part of that race. I'm just like, well, this is a interesting turn of events.
I like it the way he did it, but it's got to be done right and no mistakes.
Well, what was the mistake you saw?
Somebody got nailed with illegal gear that wasn't illegal gear.
Okay.
They were allowed to change their gear, and come back out.
That's my biggest thing. Is okay if you're gonna label somebody a cheater, that's a big statement to make.
Because that never goes away.
Your tech guy needs to be spot on if you're going to call somebody out for
Yeah.
cheating. Which, going back to the original way of having 3 people teching the class, is what would be very helpful.
My biggest problem with what they did on Friday. Again, I wasn't there. I have no.
You had no skin in the game.
But
actually, you do, because it was pretty much your whole family that got attacked and got caught with something.
Yeah.
Or walked off.
But here's my thing about all this. When we had the drivers' meeting in the beginning of the year, we voted to do it this way.
Right. We decided.
Well, now we're going to do it this way.
But we were discussing that with Preston. How do we implement these people that are volunteering to do tech? I mean, my opinion is we should be up there during the battery tech to check the cars. And someone else, there's supposed to be three volunteers for each class.
Yeah.
And so someone should be teching my car and I should be teching their car, correct?
Yep.
But that hasn't happened yet.
Then people shouldn't be complaining about people cheating.
Mm-hmm.
No.
If
But
you
the
want to
thing
complain
is, they're
about
going to
cheating,
complain.
if you want to complain about cheating,
At this point here,
if you're going to complain about tech, you better not complain about people cheating.
At this point here, like, the people that were running that got teched, if they're complaining about the way the tech is, I don't ever want to hear them complain about cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So you get tired of hearing it, which that's what the officials get tired of. They're tired of hearing it, so that's why they did this. And you gotta admit it did. I didn't think they'd catch anybody.
I guarantee, if we would just open every single class we have to being a mod class, I guarantee somebody would still complain. He's cheating. How? It's mod. It's open. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Right.
That's my biggest takeaway is we're saying I'm going to do it one way. We're going to do it this way.
Right.
And then we
And
do
then
it
it
this
changes
and then we do it
completely.
this way. Okay. What's the point then of having a vote?
Yes.
Well, what's the point then of then putting down the rules and saying, hey, let's do it this way? We spent 20 minutes talking about something that never materialized.
Exactly.
So that was just a waste of time.
My biggest gripe, I thought our takeaway from our rules meeting was a gear rule. And now I'm hearing for when this track is open, we're not going to have a gear rule.
Tech committee. We were supposed to have a tech committee. Never materialized.
It just fell apart.
What?
The tech committee.
Yeah, it did. That was 2 years ago.
Yep.
Year and a half ago. That second indoor season we were in.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I would gladly tech every night that I'm there.
That's Billy saying here. Why have a gear rule in a non-rookie class? I never understood that. So just give everyone a participation award then. It's a non-rookie class. It's part of the learning curve. Where the gear rule is usually in those spec classes. Like Mud Boss is a spec class. So I can understand that. And we've had really close racing with the gear rule. How's the racing been up at RJ's with the gear rule?
Great.
Extremely
Has
close.
anybody complained about the gear rule up
Nope.
there?
Nope.
No. The only place I hear him complaining about the gear rule is where? Where do we hear the complaining?
My guy, I'm going to tell you this right now. I did not hear a word you said.
The only place, the only place,
Way out in left field.
Shut the fuck off, and I'll tell you again. Where is the only place we've been hearing about the gear rule?
Oh, Fezline is new.
Right.
People
But
people
they've
don't
all
like
dealt
change.
with it somewhere else.
Not true. A lot of guys don't run.
Well, I
run
mean, you know, most of us that travel around, we dealt with it
Hey,
somewhere else. RJ's
guess
has always
what?
had a gear rule.
We went down to the factory. The one day that they
There's
opened,
a gear rule there.
Wait, we went down to the factory for the first time they opened up the 12T to the BL2 motor. Guess what? There was a gear rule in put on the BL2.
Yeah.
I didn't hear people complaining.
No.
So
That was something new there.
I mean, I think it's fine for the spec class. 12T Gravestone. So John Bath thinks 12T is going to die.
It is dying.
I hope.
How?
I'm with John.
Still
I hope.
pretty popular. I
It's
mean,
dying.
look at yesterday. There were 17 drivers. BLT on Friday night. Wasn't there a C main?
That's BL2, not 12 turn.
BL2? Oh, 12 turn.
Friday, no, that was.
BL2 12 turn. It's
No,
it's
he's
still the
saying
Mud Boss.
no. He's saying 12 turn
Yeah.
itself is dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
yes,
dying.
yes, yes.
I mean, it is dying
It's
because
dying.
it's
No,
BLT's there.
BL2 had a B main.
Okay.
We had a C main on
Tuesday night we
Tuesday.
had a C main.
Oh wow.
So I mean, you know,
And there was
Mud Boss
cars
is
that
still
weren't even
doing
running
well.
because I didn't run mine.
Yeah.
It should die and go away. I
Well, the
agree.
12T, yeah.
I am in a total agreement with Scott Davies on that. I believe we should make BL2 Sportsman and BL2 Novice and forget 12T existed.
Was there any 12 turns there on yesterday?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Because I don't know if Paul ever changed his or not.
He wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, as far as I'm aware, it was all BLTs.
Hmm.
So
What did they do yesterday for Tech?
nothing.
Scott Davies, I don't know if the
So-
Bandit, the
Bandit-
Mud Boss would be able to handle the BL2.
They would not. You'd be doing too many wheels.
I mean, you know, one of the things I hear now that we're a full week into the season, why isn't there a novice class? Why is there no novice? There should be a novice.
I've been saying it from the get-go.
So
I've been saying it too.
We tried.
And
We're
I,
like-
I brought it up at our rules meeting, and the guys that usually run novice, you know what they said? No, we don't want that.
Guess what? Now they want it.
Do you want to keep running out here and getting your ass kicked every week? Or you know, going out there and just feeling like you're in the way?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Why-
we're having a lot of that. We've been
And
having a lot of that.
Not to
indoor
mention,
and
why
outdoor.
did we move up from rookie, novice, sportsman? Now we're in BL2. Why did we keep moving up?
Why even have
We're-
a
we're
why
trying
have
to
a
get- we're
why
trying to
have a
run with the
sportsman at
better
this
guys.
point? Just say here's the gear rule.
Yeah.
If you want to run your 12T, just run the gear 12T and just
Yeah.
it's all Mud Boss.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid at this point. So
And then the guys that are getting their butts whooped by the BL2 with the same gear.
I agree, Dirto RC
They'll-
Racing. That's
they'll
the
move over
way
to
it's supposed to be.
No, that's the way it was supposed to be. That has been the thing of the past for like 4 years now.
Right. There's
It's
a lot of
gone.
experienced guys running
That's
Mud
done.
Boss.
Like that argument anymore is just done.
Yeah.
When you
It
guys,
should be that
when you
way, though.
guys get like Dave Pete that's running week in and week out, I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do it.
I could understand like when guys like Dave Peak want to go in for a national event or a big event like that. That's fine.
No,
You don't think?
no,
Why not?
because
They're basically the pro.
there should not be any big money races for 12 turn anymore.
What about Motorama?
There
if
sh-
he
it shouldn't
decides
be.
to go-
It
No?
shouldn't be. No.
Should be
So it should be
BL2.
no
If but
12
no.
turn BLT
What I'm
Mud
saying
Boss.
is, for their arguments, argument's sake, no,
There shouldn't be any.
no. Why should there?
Okay, so it should
If
just
there-
be the
if that's the-
consider
if that's
the
the-
pro classes.
If that's the rookie class, the 12 third's a rookie class, then why is there big money paid out for rookie classes? Going by that argument.
Yeah.
Well, you know, yes, experienced guys shouldn't be running it, period. But what counts as experience?
That's the way it should be. But
what counts? That's the judgment call you got to make. Are you going to be?
You got under your belt.
If you're consistently running top 3 week in and week out in Mud Boss, and you're like much faster than the field.
But here's the thing: like Mud Boss right now has a lot of competition, so you can go out there and you should be a top 3 driver normally, but with the competition, you might not be because you're fighting for those.
I'm saying that for their argument right now.
Yeah.
Mud Boss is the hardest class there is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It is.
It is because you got a lot of drivers, you got a lot of experienced drivers, and there's a lot of trickery that you got to know to get the car set up.
Yeah.
So, the experienced guys. I mean, I don't know.
And right now, with the BO2, the BO2 is staying with big blocks.
Yeah.
Take the big blocks out of blinky mode. Let them put their boost and turbo in and whatever.
No.
I mean, that just makes me like more expensive. I mean, we were talking about because at Ultimate you can run boost.
Really?
So you can up there, and we were talking about that yesterday, and a couple guys were thinking, well, maybe, but up there, I mean, other people will say too, the guys that turn up the boost, it doesn't really help them. They wind up going too fast by the end of the straightaway.
Yeah, unless they know when to let off and what they're doing.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, no.
Or you just overheat.
No way.
Yeah. So. But I don't know.
But the other problem is, okay, now you got guys that aren't experienced running big block.
Yeah, we have.
What do you tell them? Hey, you suck. Don't run big block.
Yeah.
Novice class for big block too.
Oh God.
Novice class for everything.
We need to.
Well, I mean, it took me 2 years before I finally wanted to go up to big block. So I mean, it's not like I decided I'm going to jump right into that right away. I felt like that was something that you got to learn to get up to.
I'm just happy I'm done with the mud boss classes basically, and yeah.
And to me, it's like also the sprint car classes. Like that's more experienced guys. I don't really want to go in there as a rookie guy.
Which I don't know.
Without a lot of experience.
Yeah, but you can't really say that. Okay, I guess you could say 360 is now the novice sprint car.
Kind of.
But you also have Preston and Dennis running it.
Kyle, you suck. Don't run big block.
Okay.
That's from Preston.
They should know if they suck. Brian Stout, we know somebody that sucks, and they don't know they suck.
Who?
Ryan Kraut.
What?
Ryan Kraut. He sucks.
I was thinking Mia. What's her last name? The famous porn star.
Khalifa.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Dave Peak has won national events in Mod EDM and other big wins. Why should he be in 12T? Saying, teach guys don't fly when you were just racing to win. I think Brian figured out who you're talking about.
I feel 12T helped with keeping people from going fast without experience. Because they blow up from overgear the class now with everyone going big block fast and no consequences. True. I don't know. True. Yeah. I
mean going fast and no consequences, a big blow.
They could just wreck through people.
Well, I mean, there's consequences to overgearing. So, you get that motor hot and burned up.
The only reason I'm running the 13.5 in the rank is to help grow it there and help the new guys get better.
Right. Trophy hunter. That's what they all say. No, he is helping make the class, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. He's a real big sprint car advocate.
Because, I mean, hell, the other, on Friday, what was it? It was AJ, him, and 2 other guys, I think?
If Preston didn't stick around to help keep that together right now, I think it would fall apart. So
I don't think so.
Now that it's got to start, but if he didn't go out there and get it started, I think it probably wouldn't have never taken off.
I don't know, because there's a lot of guys that talked about wanting to do it.
Well, we'll find out. We'll see how it progresses through the season. Right now, there's a really good turnout for it. I mean, you got a full field. So, and once more and more guys get into it, like this knucklehead, you know,
Yeah, once
you're
he gets
starting
it,
to have
once
a
he
B-main.
gets it, I'm putting a lawn motor in. What if you guys have guys that simply can't afford anything but mud balls? You guys know the higher classes are expensive. Why should
Yeah.
that guy be punished if he gets everyone in the class?
That's true. I mean, you know, even going
I
up to
know the
big
truth
block,
of that one too well.
big
Holy
block.
crap.
I mean, to really do it correctly, you should be buying that speed control where you can add boost. You're going to be running in Blinky, but you should have more than what you need. Most guys don't
And
want
it's
it.
not
And
to
then you
mention
still
it's,
need a tuner motor usually. So
Wait.
you're talking 140
See,
plus
Davies,
$200.
I
not to mention those
And the
those
tires are
ESCs are
expensive.
those
Davies is
ESCs
wrong.
you can tune and put boost in. They're better ESC overall as well.
Yeah, yeah. And they're going to last longer, and you're
Yeah.
probably going to get a little bit more power through it.
Yep.
And it's not going to overheat.
It's honestly you get what you pay for.
So I mean, Jeremy's right. I mean, this is very nuanced. So I mean, that's why RJ's went to that rookie, that novice, intermediate, and then it's not called pro, but you would be calling it pro 12T. I mean, that's why they did it 3 ways. You know, because that was one of the things with RJ's. Nobody wanted to go up there because you went up there, you're dealing with the best of the best of the best.
Mhm.
So. And Pete Ludwig, I thought the Traxxas classes are supposed to be the cost effective due to the fact a base car costs less than a purpose-built car, and that's true too.
No,
Yes.
it's not. No, it's not.
So a Traxxas car doesn't cost less than a purpose-built race car.
I literally right now, I have a lot more money tied up in my mud balls than I do my sprint
But
car.
you've been doing Mud Boss for years
Yes.
compared to you just bought a sprint car and you got a deal
Okay,
on it, which most people aren't going to be able to find a customer
Okay,
sprint car
hold on.
ready to go for $400.
well, I wasn't,
Add
so I wasn't telling
receiver.
people what I paid for it, so you're a dick.
Oh, sorry.
Way to
But,
go,
you know.
asshole.
But you know,
Okay.
you got a
But-
deal on it.
He's an asshole.
Think about this. How many gears have you bought for your mud balls?
Gears?
Gears.
I mean, I've had to, buy spur gears and
How-
pinion gears. It's not
how
really
many-
big expense.
How many sets of tires have you bought for each track?
Oh, we go through tires. That's what we do.
So, after you put all the tires in, because you need a different tire.
But here's the thing. Ask me 4 years from now how much you have in the sprint cars.
Yes,
Ask me then.
I bet
You've
you-
done it for a month.
I bet you.
Come back to me in 4 years.
I bet you I have less.
I don't think so.
I would think so.
I don't think so. Especially when,
I-
this year it's a certain tire. Next year, well, we're going to do open tire. Rules constantly change.
But think about
Unfortunately.
for the tracks that you run right now. You need a tire for RJ's. You need a tire for Pheasantland. You need a tire for Ultimate.
And I got extra tires on top of that. It's just the way it works.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, at $40
Plus, I
a
also have
shot,
multiple cars.
at $40 a shot, there.
And how much are the quasis? How much are those?
Those
Those are like 30, 40 bucks?
Those are 20.
Something like that?
20, 25.
Listen,
For
I mean,
wheels
you-
and tires, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I-
about
I-
40.
like you just bought a brand new GFRP.
Yep.
$650 for the car.
680. after
$680.
tax.
And
Just the
you
kit.
know,
Just the kit.
you got the 13.5, but if you didn't have that, that's another $110.
That's another $110 on top.
Okay.
Transponders, another 110.
Let's say you already got a transponder.
Yep.
But you're still going to need to buy those stupid headers that don't come with the kit.
Yep.
You're going to need to buy this, that, and the other
Yep.
thing. So you're going to have, if
All
you
right.
were starting out, $1,200. And
More than that.
yeah,
More than that.
probably.
Because if you're just starting out,
I mean,
You
let's
don't-
just
if
say
you're-
you're just starting out in that class. You have
okay,
experience
okay,
with mud balls.
Okay, I was gonna say if
But
you're
you're
just
going to
starting
need a
out,
battery pack because you need a shorty pack.
I needed batteries.
So I mean, you're. I think you're saying because you've been in mud balls for 4 years.
I'm not saying it's that much cheaper. That's what I'm saying.
I think it is.
you're in it a way cheaper than I am because
Yeah.
you got yours. Wait, you
got
got
a
yours
good
built,
deal.
You got yours. You
But
got
I'm-
a good deal.
Yeah, but I'm still
Mine,
thinking.
I had to buy the kit.
I'm saying come back 4 years and tell me how much you got into it, and you'll be going, man, that mud boss was really cheap.
Mhm.
Especially once you like someone like Paulie who's been around for a while. He knows what tires he needs. He knows what he's not spending as much on tires as we are trying to figure things out.
My
So,
thing is,
He's not spending as much on motors as we are trying to figure things
that's what
out.
I'm thinking here. Okay, before the BL2, because the BL2 is going to really save a lot of money. How much were people spending on motors a week?
Yeah.
Chad Billett. All the classes are money pits. Pick the favorite one or do all. Yes.
And like if you have the money and you want to move up to sprint car. Sprint car is expensive to get started in. Even if you're buying used,
Okay.
I've seen enough cars out there, $400 for a roller, and you're still going to need to add everything else. And if it's a used car, more than likely you're probably going to have to fix something.
Okay, but look here.
It's just the way it goes.
Brian Stout, I bought everything new and it was $750. So we always say a starter kit for Mud Boss is $500, right?
That when he brought everything new, he bought Custom Works.
Yes.
Then a
So
little
his
cheaper.
brand new sprint
Right.
car was $750.
But if you buy
In
everything
my
new,
opinion, $250 is not that much of a difference.
if I bought a new Mud Boss, if I wasn't getting into this, $200 for the car, $50 for a body, $50 for a wrap. So we're at $300.
Yeah.
I need battery packs. I'm going to get 2 battery packs. I'm going to buy cheap ones. It's going to cost me about $30. So we're at $330. Now I need a charger. Now I can go out there and buy cheap chargers. That's $45. So what are we at now? $375.
So are we saying
And now I need a transponder. That's $110. So we're about $500.
Yeah.
And
And-
if I don't have tools, I have to buy a toolkit.
Okay, but here's about
So, but I mean, if you're already starting out, you're getting that to go. And listen, most guys, if they're coming into this hobby, and they haven't ever set up a car before,
They're not looking at the purpose-built cars.
they've never set up a car before. You're going to say, okay, take that sprint car, figure out how to run it. How's that going to work?
I think it's easier.
That's
Because
because we
you-
have experience.
You have experience, and you have help from someone very experienced.
I remember
I still think it'd be easier.
I remember first getting into racing. I didn't know the first damn thing what to even try with.
Did you even
shocks.
know what the hell to do with those clips?
No.
Most people
No.
don't.
But what I'm saying is, okay, you're saying it's $500.
When someone said about dual rate, you're like, what, dual what?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
$500 for your Mud Boss class.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's all.
And
in.
you're not going to be competitive.
Well, if you're a novice, you'll be all right as long as you're a decent driver.
There is
you
no
figure out how to
novice.
set up. Most places
Well, there
we
was.
have outside of Pheasant Land has a novice.
Well, yeah.
RJ's has a novice. Ultimate has a novice.
We
They
technically
have a novice
we
up there at First Capital.
There is technically a novice class at Pheasant Land. It's
It's called
just called
Sportsman.
intermediate.
It's called Sportsman. It's not called Intermediate.
Oh,
The Intermediate's basically for rookies.
I guess. Yeah.
I
But
don't
we have a rookie class too there.
Pheasant Land has too many Mud Boss classes.
It really does.
And like Davey says here, tires are a problem for slash-based cars because the prices are so high. And that's true. When I buy slash tires, it's more expensive than going out buying buggy tires.
Yeah.
And like you said, and since the cars are garbage, the tires are more important, which that's very true. You know that. So, I mean, Stout's looking $750. That, seems reasonable for a custom one.
Dirt over RC racing. That's why there are experienced and sponsored drivers. Hold them to their responsibilities. Show me a Team Traxxas driver to help. I would
not?
love to see or know about a Traxxas driver.
Okay, and Pete Ludwig here. Jack's had $500 his brand new car, and he was dang competitive. If he didn't have a Ludwig car, no offense, Jack's would have sucked.
Oh, 100%. He never, I don't know if he's ever driven an RC car.
No,
And
yeah.
that comes down to two. Like he spent $500 for a really good car from somebody who really knows
For
what
a
they're
set
doing.
for a set
Right,
up car.
right.
You're not getting the
Right.
$500, you're not getting a set up
But
car.
it's the same as like your car. You got a really good car for the money.
Yeah.
I could go out to somebody else. I'm not getting the same deal.
No.
Now, if I would have bought Lappa's car, would have got the same deal as you did, basically.
But if
It would have been someone I know that I know knows how to take care of it, knows how to set this up. I already know what the setup is, and I know it works. That would have worked.
the way I
That
see
would have
it,
worked.
in the
But
world,
most other guys I buy a car off of, not going to be like
the
that.
way I see it, okay, $750 and $500 in the RC car world, that is not that big of a gap.
It's
yeah,
not.
but the $500 is a race ready car. The $700, it's not race ready.
Stout says $750.
For everything?
Custom Works are a lot cheaper.
Wow.
What did he say?
I think the Custom Work kit's like $4 something.
Oh, wow. Oh well.
I bought everything.
Too late.
I bought everything new, and it was $750.
But here's the thing,
Wow.
though. I mean,
Custom
and this
Works
the
is
thing.
$150 cheaper for the kit.
When we started back in the old days, you'd buy a Tamiya kit, came with everything: tires, wheels. You bought an RC10. It was missing a lot of things that you had to go out and buy. And a lot of guys, that stalled them on having to build the car. Like, they just didn't get it done. I mean, there's people now. Well, I can't. I don't want to do that. I don't want to build a car.
So Pete says, so shame on me for learning Traxxas junk. No. Everybody should start out on Traxxas. And it's
Yes.
not Traxxas junk. But everybody keeps saying that, oh, we got to go back to the way it should be. This is what I'm saying. The way we have it right now is fine. But the people that keep arguing, we need to go back, you should be doing this and that, that's not going to work anymore. You have too many established guys in 12 turn and BL2.
Mm-hmm.
It's never going to work.
No, I only, since I've been in it, I've never seen, like, you got the novice, you got the sportsman, and then you got the pro guys in the big block. I've never seen that. I've seen the 12T guys running big block and the 12T. I've never seen the progression of the class.
Here's
like
my thing. Okay, if you're going to go by that, the experienced guys got to move up. Who in BL2 right now would still be in it? I wouldn't be in it. I'm too experienced. You wouldn't be in it. Pete, Brett, Joe, Chad, they're too
Yeah,
experienced.
but I'm moving up. I'm just moving up slower than you are.
But I'm saying, no, what I'm saying is...
You've done it. You've moved up.
I
You're
know,
progressing.
but what I'm saying is the way they're thinking is,
Right.
is that they had to move up. We would have moved up a year ago.
Nah, probably not that much. Probably this year.
No, a year ago, because we won Novice Championship, we won 12th third Championship, you should have moved up the next year. The way they're thinking.
I'm still not seeing a dirt oval RC. I mean, when you're saying there are Traxxas guys, we need them to have entries. What I'm saying is like CW and GFRP have guys to help. Yeah, but I don't. Preston's a GFRP fanboy. He's not a GFRP guy. He helps out. In Traxxas, they don't build cars just for racing. CW and GFRP do.
Those are purpose built.
Right, but they're not at every track. Whether you can ask those guys. Now I've heard you can email them, message them. They'll get right back to you.
Yep.
But they're not at every track. So I mean, but
Every
Traxxas at the
track.
same time.
Every track has a Traxxas
Traxxas-
driver, no matter what.
Yeah, those guys are building purpose-built cars. It's a very small niche. Traxxas is building a general car, but everybody at the track usually helps everybody else out, and that's that's part of it. So I mean, I don't know.
Did we catch the cheaters yet? Yeah, you, Mike.
Yeah, just you.
So, looking on Friday night on BL2 class, just for the A main,
We're at.
Fezzoland. Dylan wouldn't have been in, Weller wouldn't have been in. Stout would have been questionable because he's kind of new.
But here's the thing. Now, with the class so competitive as it is, a lot of those guys say, hey, I don't need to move up because I got the competition right here.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, it is true. But, I mean, it's hard. We can't really say who should be moving up and when. We can't. And like Jeremy Lackey also says, like some guys, they just don't have the funds to put into buying the purpose-built cars. And at the same time, too, if you would have bought a purpose-built car to run at Pheasantland last year or a lot of other tracks, where would you be? You wouldn't have been running it.
You would have been screwed.
Yeah. So, you got to go.
The purpose-built sprints, late models,
Right.
late models, the EDMs, they are taking off this year.
Because
And
all
they're
those guys
in
that
our
started are
area.
now moving up. But if you would have had it last year, you would have been shit out of luck.
Yes.
You wouldn't have
Yes.
nowhere to run. So you always got to run where the most cars
I
are.
think by next year, the late models and EDMs will be dead again.
I don't know.
They'll be dead again. Sprint cars are going to stay. There will always be your sprint car
Yes.
classes.
Yes. Corey, yeah. Purpose-built, definitely more money. Granted, they're worth the more money. They are very, very easy to drive. They have 1,000,001 adjustments on them. You can make it work on any track with what you have.
Yeah, no, they can't represent all of them. That's right. They can't be at every single track. I mean, you get somebody like Preston comes out, he's trying to promote it. But who do we have at the track that's a Custom Works guy? Rep. That's a fanboy. We don't have somebody like Garrett out there every week. We got Brian and we got you. You guys are running your Custom Works, right? Who else is at Pheasantland?
What's up, boob?
I mean, you can apply a lot of that stuff that Preston tells GFRP guys to your car. So that helps you.
It almost seems like our area GFRP is kind of like trying to take over.
Well, it's just everybody's kind of gone with it. I mean, it's still... I mean, go out to the factory. There's a lot of Custom Works guys out there.
Yes.
So, I mean, you can't say they're taking over. It's just... Preston's been promoting it so hard, and he's gotten it into shops around here. So the best option for you is pick up a GFRP because he's been promoting it so hard. He has the setup. He can say, I can make your car work for you.
Yep.
Makes it easy for you.
The late model
Now,
class
if Preston was a Custom Works guy, he would have been doing the same thing with them.
Okay, Preston, the late model class this year took off at the factory. We had close to 80-20 a week. What other track had any of them? Did any other track in the area right now run Custom Works or the Crystal Bird late model?
RJ's had some.
No, they didn't.
They had some 1 week.
1 week, maybe.
When you were there. You
3
weren't there.
cars.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're spending more money for the 13.5 motor in ESC. There's quite a few people who don't want to or spend the money, so they race where they can. I mean, we know a few guys at our track that, they couldn't afford to move up to those 13.5 classes because they didn't have the motor. They couldn't get the money to get it. So, for them, they're sticking to Mud Boss. I mean, it's real easy to say, like, well, it's only $750 as opposed to I bought a used Mud Boss for $150 and, still had the stock controller and this and that. Not, I got started with it for $300. It's real easy to say, well, it's only $750, but those guys were, it took me $300. It took me 6 months to save that up. It's for them, it's a different story.
I got lucky with being able to buy mine.
Yeah,
I got lucky.
You had extra money.
I did.
Yeah.
Scott Davies, he says, in my opinion, a GFRP car is a better rubber tire car unless it's a crazy high bite RJ's type of track. Scott, GFRP is actually making a high bite sprint chassis. They actually have a Looster and a high bite chassis. So we might see
8008.
might see that.
Team Boob.
Team Boob.
EDM is big down at WNRC. We get 15 there every week. That's great for WNRC, but that's 2 hours away. Most of these guys, they won't go an extra 20 minutes to another track. So, saying, hey, you really want to run it, just come 2 hours down here. I mean, it's just not going to work.
Hey, come spend $800 on a car you're running for 2 hours away.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not going to work. I mean, mainly you see the guys that are into it that have been doing this for years, if not decades. So, and for them, it's like, well, they've been in it for so long. It's like your argument there. I got so much invested in my Mud Boss. They have so many other cars that they have for other classes. Like, you know what? I got this one. I really want to run this, but they still have something else to fall back on. And a lot of those guys too that saying, well, I can't afford that. It might be an all or nothing thing. It's like, well, I either get a sprint car or I get a Mud Boss. I can't do both. Mm-hmm. So then they get one and go, well, and I've heard this a lot from people. Classes dry up or tracks dry up.
So,
how many times did we, people came out to run vintage this year because they bought vintage cars, dried up.
Yep.
People came out, they wanted to run crate late, dried up.
Yep.
Now they're like, I can't run it.
Yep.
So what do? Now they go, well, now I got to change the body and do this and that. And then it's a few weeks before they come out. And it's like, you're only talking about, less than $100 to get a new body and get into it.
Yeah. Hell, this last winter, we had the double season at Pheasantland. That first season, I didn't run it.
Yeah.
I heard about the super stocks, stock car, whatever.
And we had a lot the first season.
There was so many that first season.
None the second.
None the second on a Friday.
Yeah.
I was struggling to come down and race that class.
You had to find.
And that was the only class I was running in the winter.
Right. And that's the thing, like secondary classes like that, once you go outside the primaries, which is always Mud Boss, and it tracks, certain tracks, sprint car of some sort is a primary class. Once you start going out of that, and I want to focus on this.
Mm-hmm. And not
you better have another backup class that's plentiful and that you can be guaranteed to race.
The big sprint class that was around here was the Savage.
Yeah.
I think what's happening is a lot of the Savage guys, like
Have
myself,
moved up.
we're moving over to a GFRP.
Right.
You had a Savage too. You didn't run it much, but you had one. But you got a Custom Works. I got a GFRP. We're
Yeah.
bumping up into the purpose-built cars. Corey Milligan, he had a Savage. He bought your Savage, and now he's got, I don't know what he has.
And now
GFRP
he barely got any runs on it, and he's selling it because he decided to go. Well, I'm going to go 13.5 because that seems to be more popular. And there were still Savages at Pheasantland the other week, but then this week there was none.
Yeah.
At Ultimate there was a full field this week. I mean, but next week maybe there'll be none.
I think the 13.5 sprint is going to really help the class.
No, it seems so.
Yeah, Corey, you dropped the damn tire on your car, jerk.
I don't know if they're going to move up. I don't know.
I can agree with Preston. I kind of already just building my GFRP. I kind of already want to get a late model. I like them.
I look at it this way. It's like, well, I would just want to. If I'm going to run one of them, I'm just going to run whatever there's most there. And the mod one intrigues me, but there's just never enough mod around.
Is SR10 popular anywhere else? No,
not really.
Why does that class get shit on? It's a team associated car, hell of a lot better quality
And
than
they're coming out with a
They
new,
don't break.
and they're coming out with a new team associated SR10 mid-engine. So it's probably going to be a better
The
handling
reason
car.
the SR10s don't take off are because they suck on dirt.
Yeah.
Well, if you could change tires, but we've never allowed them to change tires. RJ's you can change tires.
I was actually talking to Phil today. Phil said he did during a practice day. He tried a different set of tires on it.
Worked great.
No, sucked.
Well, he probably had the
Absolutely
wrong
sucked.
tires.
Maybe.
I mean, RJ's, they tried different tires. I mean, being off there the one week, and Kurt lent
RJ's
Kenny a set of tires, and Kenny hooked up.
RJ's versus Pheasantland.
Yeah, but even at Pheasantland, there's going to be a set of tires you can find.
True.
So it's just it's a matter of finding that right tires. At White Rose last year, they tried to find another tire, but every tire they found, it might have worked better, but you were just wearing through it so fast, you're going to be spending more money on
The
tires.
SR10 problem is the rules package. This coming from a tech guy that raced the class. It needs real tires. It needs to be allowed to use the upgraded threaded shocks and a few other upgrades. Yes.
Yeah. But it is an affordable spec class. But now with the whole chassis changing, that's going to kill the class.
Yeah, because
there's not many left now.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody's going to go, well, you know what? So-and-so just bought that mid-engine one, and now they're running circles around us. So if I want to stay in this class, I got to invest another $350?
And who's going to buy?
Well, let me just go do something else.
Who's going to buy that old SR10 that's going to race?
Yeah, nobody's going to buy it.
Nobody's going to want the older one.
We've been trying to get rid of our SR10s.
Yeah.
It took a while.
Oh, you actually did?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, they just don't... the writing's on the wall.
And then...
It's trying to sell a Mud Boss now. It's almost impossible.
Right here we
Ask
have
Kyle how that is.
back-to-back comments here.
Yeah, but it took
Pete
a while.
goes, it's affordable spec car.
Yeah.
But then you got Scott Davies saying about the rules package with it needs upgrades.
But then that takes it out of the affordability.
It takes it away from I think the SR10 is what the Mud Boss class should be. It should be set in stone.
Yeah.
Here are the rules.
No matter
That's
what.
it.
What's the common thread with all this? Racing equals money.
Yeah.
You're going to spend money.
And then you got the people who go crazy in depth with their cars and take all the extra time in their days to go over the cars, and they're very precise and meticulous.
No matter what, you got to spend money to do this. Yeah. And we've seen a lot of guys, like when it comes to a point where I got to do some upgrades or do this or that, they're taking a few weeks off or never coming back. Because, it just winds up, it's not a priority. Because it gets expensive. So, I mean, you got to think, like, if you're racing once to twice a week.
How do you make a small fortune at racing? Start with a big fortune.
Yeah. I've heard that many a times in big racing.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I mean, Davies isn't wrong with what he's saying.
No,
there.
no.
It's just like, yeah, maybe this ain't the time for you to have this hobby. So,
Or just don't. If you're not willing to spend,
if you're not
A
willing
lot,
to take money from something else
don't
to put
expect
into
to
this,
be up there with the top dogs.
if you got another hobby, you might have to say, well, I'd rather be racing.
So the problem I see with the SR10 is you have like everywhere like even when we ran them, you had 2 guys that cared, 6 guys that didn't give a crap about that car. So
Yeah.
the guys that cared dominated
It was
the field.
almost like a
I remember.
demo derby.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was my first year or the second year indoor with the SR10s. I remember running it, and I had the biggest damn smile on my face because nobody cared. It was
Yeah.
a demo derby. It was fun.
And then people started to care, and it sucked.
Yeah, and it just went whew, downhill right away. It got way too damn competitive for what it was.
Oh, Dirt ORC. They get street
Get a
stock.
body.
They get 30 to 40 a week because you can buy an older car and run it. Just have to keep the rules simple. That's interesting, but we don't have that out here.
Nope.
Nope. There were some street stocks at RJ's, but they disappeared. I actually bought a chassis for it, but never got around to putting it together. And by the time really got it, it evaporated
See, he cared to
with
figure
no
it out.
change.
Yeah.
SR10 here the drastic gap, and now
And
I
Pete
was
is
running
one of the
Hansel,
guys that
White
is
Rose, with my
extremely
car,
meticulous with
just
his
so I
vehicles.
didn't hang more than 2 laps in the field. Brian's taking updating.
Literally everyone else practically quit the class because they were so frustrated. No, the reason I didn't run it because I didn't care enough to catch you. I didn't put. How much time did you put?
After running 3 classes up there, that was the one class is like, I don't have time for this fucking class.
No.
Seriously, in all your time
I'll do what I
owning
can,
your
but I
SR10,
can't. Well,
have you ever touched it other than when it broke? If you broke it.
I don't think I ever touched it.
Like, did you ever work on it?
No.
Other than maybe when your tire blew out?
So
Or
do
was
you
that
realize my SR10 lived at Pheasantland
Yeah.
on the shelf. I
Yeah.
didn't take it home. I'm
Yeah.
like, why am I carrying this thing back and forth to put on the
Yeah.
shelf? I can put it on the shelf here. And when I went to Right Roachford, I ran it like once. I think I got second with it, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Davies is gonna blow me away, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about this car.
you were already running 2 other classes on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay,
I did it because I'm like, well, let me run it. And I had 3 classes going. And it's like one class up there, it's just like, you think Pheasantland's bad with bang, bing, bang, boom, you're in another
college?
race.
Yeah, that's true. I had more time on my body than I did on that whole car.
Yes. Yes. One of the old bodies actually made a comeback to Pheasantland.
Yeah,
on
the
Friday.
golden one.
The
That he
golden
sold,
one.
that's his
Yeah.
old car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did well with it.
Yeah.
So,
the SR10. I'm like, this class was cool when I didn't care about it. Now I gotta care about it. I don't know.
that was the thing, and that's why we went to it, because nobody really cared. You
Yeah.
just go out there, well, what's the best way to get this car around there? Go quarter throttle. Okay.
Yeah.
Once you started to have to go, shit, I got to figure out how to make this thing go full throttle and not spin out or freaking push into a wall.
And I'm like,
That's when it kind of sucked.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody, the way to keep that SR10 class cool, you gotta put it on a box. You take it out of the box, put it on the shelf, and race it. And then that's what really annoyed me.
wait. This is great. The Sarge 980. Damn, I lurk and watch all the time. Who's the dude on the left? This is our 3rd team member, Brandon. He shows up every 2 shows,
Yeah.
skips 3 shows. But, he's still part of the team.
Okay.
So, Brandon just had another baby,
Hi.
so he just can't do as much racing as he used to.
So my
The
thing.
guy on the left is Brittany.
What?
So my other thing with
Who
this
the hell
one,
is Dirt Hole?
Oh, no.
but the SR10, and then everyone was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put my Futaba and my spectrum controller in it."
That's when we
I
were having
remember when
problems with
I'm
them.
up there on the stand and I'm looking, I'm like, I still have the SR10 stock control.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a fancy controller.
Yeah.
You were like the only one that didn't have
Me.
issues.
No, I had to replace that controller. I had to get a factory
Oh, that's
replacement.
right.
I was the last one with the stock controller, and I'm like, "Well, this is stupid."
Well, the Sarge, you might have been fucking with us, but that was funny.
Too many classes hurts owners or promoters. The need for 80 trophies, run whatever you want to, but pick points or trivia.
Yeah, I mean, Preston just said that today.
Every
We
4
kind of
races.
skipped over it. I read it. But, yeah, we got to stop having classes with 2 cars. I don't disagree.
Wait.
I mean, I've said before, if there's guys that show up, there's only 2 of them, put them all together.
Friday night. Why
Put 'em all
were
together.
the Savages not in 360?
Don't ask me. I don't run the shit.
Like,
But it's like,
What I'm confused is
Why
why
weren't you?
did we only run 2?
Savages, because that's all there was.
Yeah, but why did we
No,
actually
it's
run
just
them?
supposed to be 3 mixed class.
Like, yeah,
Listen,
I was
that's-
happy that
that's-
I ran it, but still.
That's
like,
the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Just throw it in. Just okay. Well, there's only 5 of you for 3 different classes. Here's the open class. You guys can be in
So-
that.
And also,
Just
not
let
to
it
mention,
go.
I don't think the 13.5 guys would have been happy with me and Kevin on the track.
Stout said
Well,
no.
mainly you.
well,
So
Like,
well,
but here,
Kevin was spinning
but
out.
look here, Davies, the SR10 stock controller, RX, and servo are horrible, and they have to be replaced. That was the point of the class. They sucked. They were horrible to drive.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
everybody was transferring to a stock Traxxas controller, which had 0 adjustment.
No, they were
weren't.
they were a lot
on
better.
Tapas.
Yeah, but they
Yeah, they
were better than the
I tried it
ones
at
that
first,
didn't
and I'm
work.
like, oh my god, this thing actually
But still,
steers
it was
better.
a stock controller. You couldn't go in and change everything.
That stock controller with the SR10s is terrible.
It is god awful, but
Yeah.
that's what made the class fun.
I mean, it's almost like you took it. Instead of having nice linear steering, the steering was just notch, notch,
Mm-hmm.
notch. It's like one of those Walmart RC cars you buy. It's
Yeah.
like, here, steering notch 1, 2, 3. That's all you got.
And that was cool.
It was very imprecise.
But it was cool because everybody had the same controller.
Right,
And they had
everybody-
guys, I'm
That's
gonna
why
put-
the first year, everybody was just beating and banging and running into each other, running into the driver's stand at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
which was awesome.
Because
Yeah.
you couldn't control
And
it.
that's what SR10 was for. You went out there and were like,
That was the demo derby
Well, you-
class.
you went out there and were like, my freaking mud boss is pissing me off. I'm going to take this SR10 and I'm going to destroy it.
And you didn't work on it all day.
Yep.
You tried to destroy and failed.
And don't forget, LCRC is running this weekend.
No, it's one thing to be all stop with a controller and servo brake.
I never broke a servo.
I never broke anything on an SR10. I ran mine full
control-
speed into the wall
Trying to break it.
from a gap. I did not break it. Shannon threw his off the driver's stand and like threw it. Did not break it.
Yep.
Davies is a horrible driver.
I mean, the controller, I mean, those things had issue. I had to get a factory
Mm-hmm.
new one because it was just defective.
I run an underground RC weekly with an SR10 with B6 shocks. It has great success going against the purpose-built buggies. Playing a racing game on a computer with a keyboard? What?
That's how an SR10's driving.
Oh, basically, yeah.
Yeah. It's a good way to get a new guy to quit real quick. I don't know. We had a lot of new guys and they were having a great time with
class
us.
was awesome.
No, because if you go out there, and you're not going to go out there without looking at any class and going, all right, I'm going to buy an SR10. No, you're going to go out there and go, this looks like fun, I'm going to buy
It's
an
$300
SR10.
I'm all in.
Look at all the classes that were ran inside. Look at everybody watching. Everybody in the crowd was laughing, smiling, having a great time watching the SR10 class
Yeah.
versus any other
And
class.
the thing is, it was
Unless
all
there
new
was a
guys,
big
a lot of new guys,
time battle.
and that's all they did.
Yeah.
And they actually had a shot at podium.
Yep.
Yeah,
Every
because
race.
you didn't have to go fast. You had to
No.
figure out how to avoid wrecks.
Yeah.
The best part was with that class was I'd be sitting there going, "Yup, Dean Vaccaro's the leader." And it's like everyone's like, "Oh, Dean's the leader? Oh, hit that one."
Yeah.
That's why that class was cool. And then people became fun with. They were like, "Oh, we gotta make it super competitive. They put these other controllers in it. I don't upgrade this." No, now it sucks. Time to go away.
Yeah. Well,
Goodbye. It's dead.
well, it's almost time for us to go away. We haven't solved any problems tonight.
Yeah, we have.
Have we?
Yeah.
What did we solve?
That people ruined SR10 because it was too competitive.
No, we didn't solve it.
Yeah, we did.
We investigated and we discovered.
No, we solved it. Go back to the original SR10 controller and everything else.
Or at least just put a Traxxas.
And
But we
just put the Traxxas controller in it.
We haven't solved anything about the tech problem.
Yeah, we have. Actually follow the procedures.
I don't think anybody's going to agree with that. that matters.
My point exactly, Kyle. They don't break ever. Allow a few upgrades and a street stock body, and I'll have at it. They already do that, Pete. And the guys did it at Bloomsburg all the time.
So, 8:55.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did Ed Zylox come out of nowhere with this comment? I love talking about the My Lunchbox. Makes me smile every time.
The van.
Thanks, Ed. Where did that come from?
I got my lunchbox right over
He's
there.
definitely sitting there looking at it and going, I like that. Oh.
There's my lunchbox right over
If
there.
You
you
ain't
hate-
cheating. You ain't trying. Brian's cheating. That's how he's so damn fast.
But you didn't get caught. You're not one of those cheaters.
They didn't look
He
at the right
passed.
spot, apparently.
Apparently.
What is your take on the new
He wrote
SR10
19.
Ready to Race?
He wrote 19 on.
I
his
mean,
gear.
we've only seen it from
Dave
the outside.
Bartels likes pizza.
He likes pizza.
I mean, it looks cool from what I've seen of it, but I didn't see too much info. I mean, but I think that around here, that's going to kill the SR10.
Yeah, I think so.
Because nobody's going to want
What
to
is
spend that
cheating
kind of money.
technically? Getting caught.
So if you don't get caught, you're not cheating.
Bingo.
Schrodinger's cat there.
All I know is once we take sprint cars, and if mine gets DQ'd, I'm gonna go right to AJ and go, "This is your fault," because I have not worked on this thing ever.
Wait, since when does Dirt Oval RC Racing agree with you?
Yeah.
That doesn't
Who's doing
happen.
a turn for one thing,
weird.
though?
Yeah, I know.
Aren't y'all supposed to be fighting
Yeah.
and yelling at each other?
This can't be good. I got a text from Ed.
Go away, Dave. Davies doesn't
Vintage off-road.
love you
Nationals.
no more.
Yeah, they got some racing at LCRC this weekend.
Go away, Dave. Davey doesn't love you anymore. I love Dave.
I
don't
don't
know.
talked to Dave in a while.
Yeah, F you, Davies.
So,
Oh, did we do Wet Rose results?
we did.
I don't remember doing them.
That was in the
We
first
went
show.
so fast. Went so fast.
Yeah.
And they are having an on-road race this weekend.
Barney
So you
likes his
might go to
own
that.
food.
Well, wait.
He's
no,
not Chinese.
He's not Chinese though. He's like Mandarin or something.
So what will be the
weird
surprise class tomorrow night?
I don't know. You tell us, Mr. Tech. Don't be coy about it.
What is an attack on the sprint car? I don't know.
A 13.5 just stock motor and ESC, I guess. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Oh, so
Tire.
8:58. Where are we racing this week? You?
Hopefully, I'll be running my GFRP this Friday. At
Okay.
Pheasant
And that's
Land.
all you're going to run
I don't
Friday
know.
night.
I don't
Okay.
know. Probably. Hopefully.
You're racing tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I'm running. I don't think I'm running anywhere else.
13.5?
I said I don't know if I'm running anywhere else.
Okay, but you're going to run 13.5 tomorrow?
Oh yeah,
What else? Your big block?
probably.
VLT?
No.
Okay.
BL2 is gonna be.
Nowhere on Thursday because you got a meeting Thursday.
Yeah.
No Friday. Saturday? No, Grandview. Sunday?
I don't know. Is anyone running Saturday?
White Rose.
Oh, actually, let me look at something really quick. We might be going on a road trip on Saturday, boys.
Where are you going? He's going on a road trip, right? He doesn't mean us, I hope.
There you going with?
Where?
White Rose. Go road racing.
No. I think you should go because you do one of them trophies.
I do. I was thinking one of those would be good for my collection.
What's the date going to be? Nope, not open. I thought it was going to be open this weekend. Not open Saturday.
What?
I thought 183 was open this Saturday.
Ah.
But it's May 25th. It's their practice day. I was going to go up there if they had practice.
It's not really a road trip. It's pretty close.
It's technically still a road trip.
Kinda, I guess.
Oh God! Someone asked the question. What is there to tech? Meow meow. Yes. Yeah. Say someone takes a school roller to Scott sprint car. No, someone
Or
just
tells you shut it.
just take a roller to Scott Davies' backside. That'll solve it.
All right, what are you racing?
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to ask.
I just did.
I know. I was waiting. Thought you were just going to skip
Oh, I'm waiting
over
for you
me.
to answer now.
Okay. Well, I'm just making a big.
All right,
deal
see
out
y'all
of it.
later.
Bye.
See? No, I can keep the show going as
What
long
did
as
I
I want.
say?
And they'll sit there and watch because they know we're going to do something
What did I
stupid.
say?
Because you're
I'm
going to
reading-
get more and more pissed off every time I go
I
past
was
9.
I was reading Scott
Because
Daly's
Brandon's
comment,
already
dude.
going like, I got to get to bed. Guys, I got to get to bed. I'm going to get in trouble if I don't get to
Wait.
bed because I won't make it
Wait.
to work.
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh,
There
what?
are 39 people watching and only 7 likes.
That
And
is terrible.
Stout, you were definitely entertained. I don't want to hear it. You shut it and like it.
Stout, you're coming on next week.
Oh, I can't make next week, so you guys are going to have to go without me.
Oh, crap.
How are we doing that?
I don't know. You can make it happen.
Where are you going to be?
I got to go for surgery again.
Ah, crap.
So there you
It's
go.
during the day. What are you doing at night?
All right, guys, I guess we're not having a
Recovering.
show next week.
All right, so we'll be here. You're going to set the camera up and you can...
No. I'm going to say F you. I'm going to say F you, Hoardings.
No, we'll be here.
You're now horning.
We're going to be
Ah,
here.
crap.
Yeah.
No, we're going to be here. You're just not going to... You won't know it.
So where am I racing? Tomorrow
I
night,
don't give a damn now.
13.5 big block.
35 sprint. Where?
I wish.
Oh,
13.5
you
big
wish.
block.
Oh, you could have
You don't
bought
have
a car.
one.
Actually, I know somebody who probably has a car that you could
I
probably...
told you I'm not buying anything until next
I
year.
know someone that has a car that'll probably...
If I buy anything, it'd be one of those low-C stock cars.
I know someone...
Those low-C stock cars.
I know someone...
Did you even mention
Brian?
the low-C stock cars?
Brian said he'll be our Aaron.
Ooh.
So we'll have Aaron here.
He can set you up.
Yeah.
He's smart.
We just need to borrow your phone
I'll be
No.
here.
or your computer or whatever the hell we need.
No, just take the GoPro.
We can't do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you can't.
So-
You're screwed. Why
Yeah,
don't
we
you just
need
do a
your phone.
live show? Just go to everybody's house.
Everybody's house.
Road trip.
So, yeah, I'll be doing 13.5 tomorrow night. Then Thursday night, I'm going to try to go to Ultimate and do the BLT in 13.5. And Friday night, the 13.5. And then maybe just maybe, decide to go road racing on Saturday.
So,
Because I do like those trophies.
what was it? What was I going to say? Oh, I know someone that'll probably let you run their 13.5 sprint car tomorrow if he's there.
Who?
You just got to put a controller in it.
Who?
And you ran that car already.
Strouser?
Yeah. 'Cause he probably won't run his.
Oh, I got to buy
Why?
some tires off of Strouser tomorrow, too.
He usually runs something else.
We'll see.
Just be patient. I'm sure a deal will be available in the
You
fall.
know, I got tons of classes to run this week, so spend an extra entry.
Preston
I don't
says
know.
13.5 sprint, Aaron.
I like my 13.5 big block. That thing's been great.
So why don't you run Preston's on tomorrow?
Because, like I said, I got tons of entry fees to pay this week.
So
Some people here don't pay entry fees. Other people pay lots of entry fees. So
just don't run your big block.
I want to run my big block.
You don't want to for points, so take your week off.
I don't want to take a week off right now. I want to ride it because it runs great.
You want to ride it?
Yeah, I'd like to ride it. I wish I could ride my big block. Right around that track, just hop on top.
Okay.
Great.
Well, then.
I like driving my big
All right,
block.
how do I end this? Okay.
Sponsors.
So,
Shout out to the sponsors.
J Body RC.
The J Body.
The J Body.
Oh, they good
J
bodies.
The body.
they've been really good bodies lately. I mean, I'm telling you, that's half our secret why we're going twice as fast.
Don't tell anybody. They're gonna make them illegal.
But then they'll buy more,
Well, they'll make them illegal.
and then Pete will give us more millions of dollars when he starts making billions because everybody's buying J body.
And Xylox. Brandon doesn't pay entry fees either.
That took a little
Yeah,
long.
he doesn't. I
That
know.
took a little long.
I
to
mean,
get.
I didn't want to throw Brandon under the bus.
Would it be illegal to
being-
run a GoPro to a
you know,
car?
being not
Oh,
able to
thanks.
go racing anymore.
We've done it,
because,
Corey.
They've done it, yeah.
It's a little difficult.
Yeah, go ahead. If you put it on your sprint car, you're screwed. I'm
Oh
hitting
my
that.
gosh.
I'm aiming for it.
What's he putting on?
A GoPro. I wonder if I can catch his wheel and flip over his car. I might be
Most
willing,
likely.
but might be willing
That'd
to
be
try it.
freaking awesome to see.
All right.
But anyway,
awesome.
sponsors.
J Body.
J Body.
KHD Speed Lab.
RIP Motorsports.
Papa Willie's Traction Tonics.
Conic.
Onyx.
How's a conic?
I was going to call it traction control, but I realized midway through, and I'm like, well,
Race
I
Ready
committed, I have to
Products.
do it.
I think that's it.
I think you got it all.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Should be back. There's 5.
All right, folks, don't forget to leave a like.
Wait, how many likes are there? There's 29 people in there.
How many
It's 12 likes.
How many subscribers do we get from
Yo,
that one?
15. Get the 15 people. And
Why?
Pete,
There's
they don't
30
work
some.
all during. I'm going to disagree with that statement, Pete. They were
15.
great on dirt.
15. There's 29 people. Get to 15 likes. That's 3 likes away. Brendan,
They
did you
were
like
working
it?
great.
I did.
All right, come on, people.
Maybe.
All right.
I did.
Thank y'all.
No, you're not allowed. You are not allowed till they get to 15. You are not allowed. We will be here all night. There, my lubes.
KY lubes.
Whoa.
Could you leave a like and just
I did.
What kind of race is
You
that
did
White
it
Rose
again.
on Saturday? On road, Barney.
on road?
12. There's 13. 2 more. 2 more people. You can
Please.
do it.
Please
You
end
can
my
do it.
misery.
Do it. You can do it. That's all. That's a little over half. Come on. I
I'm
like
sure
the
it's
race.
already there. Goodbye.